Sharon, remember me?
I met this woman. She's a mess.
Perfect, she'll fit right in.
Well, great to talk to you guys. This was a great movie. So many great things to it, but I thought that one really great message, and maybe this is for you, Hilary, is that it shows that it's not just that ordinary people can be angels, but even broken people can be angels. So
right.
could you kind of like talk on that theme?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've been talking about that, the idea that, you know, an angel is this perfect being or this perfect entity, which is impossible. There is no such thing, right? And so, or that you also have to, you can't, what did you just say? Receive help.
Right, yeah, it's just as important that you're willing to receive help as a broken individual. A lot of us like to think like, I'm not worthy of that.
That's right.
Like, let's wait till I'm cleaned up and worthy of accepting help, you know, and that completely defeats the purpose.
It completely defeats the purpose. So the idea of like, wherever you are right now in this moment, you can help someone else and you can also receive that help. And that's one of the messages of the movie that is so, I think, beautifully depicted in John's writing.
And this is a cool movie because there were a lot of different messages in terms of like, you know, debt and like family and like death and sickness and then like addiction. You know, when you're doing these type of movies with such great messages, does it even minister to you or kind of, you know, inspire you?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, it's like, this is real life. It's real life, and it's all captured in this capsule of 2 hours. It deals with so many issues, including organ transplants and the importance of being a donor and how that can save a life. And so all of those issues were part of why I wanted to be in this film.
And Alan, you know, you've been so open about your faith, and I, you know, I really appreciate that. And, you know, was that one of the reasons you wanted to do a movie, you know, saturated with faith? And in a beautiful way, this movie shows faith, right? It's not just like on the nose. It shows it develops it. So could you kind of talk about how that kind of pairing went?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I did not, when I read this script for the first time, I didn't say to myself, like, this is a great faith-based movie. This was just a compelling, heartbreaking, true story that had a hopeful and inspiring message, you know? And yes, it felt very wholesome to me, but this is, you know, this is a couple people's real lives, and they made powerful strides towards reaching our fullest potential, you know? So the closest thing that came to faith to me was, you know, the fact that they sort of asked the questions of God, like, why? You know, and I was afraid that was actually going to get pulled out, that those questions of doubt, you know, because Ed is like hesitant to even walk in a church when he's like dealing with so much pain and so angry at God. And that's the piece of it that stayed in. And that's the real piece of faith, doubt, that I think makes it a true, honest, faith-based film. And I was worried that would be taken away, but I'm glad it stayed.
And that's so real, right? Because no matter what faith you are, you know, when you come to trials, you know, you do start to say like, God, what's going on here? Like, why is this happening? And I thought it was so real and how you guys depicted that. I also liked your characters. You know, you were totally different types of people. And I liked how you played that because Hilary.
Yeah, I actually wanted curlers in my hair and big 80s do.
I wanted a mustache.
And so we were there's a little bit of conflict.
Tension.
There was some heavy tension on set. And I'm super nice, so I backed down and let her have the hair.
Which was generous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was there anything else you'd want to say to the Movieguide audience? You know, we're the largest faith-based movie review service, so we want to support you guys. Would there be anything else you'd want to wrap up and say to them?
I just want to say thank you for making a difference in other people's lives and coming together as a community to support one another and to support our film. Thank you so much.
And I just want to say, if you have doubt, which I'm sure if this is a large community, there are many people who have doubt about whether God exists or whether he's present in our lives or working for our good. And that's not a problem. That's where faith begins. That's where a true faith and relationship begins. And I think God welcomes those kinds of battles, you know. So just for some, you know, compassion and empathy for those who are struggling.
How did it become your responsibility to save her?
Because I'm here. Because I can.
If you enjoy videos that follow your values like ours, and you want to help us continue, go to movieguide.org/donate, because we're actually a nonprofit. You may not know that, but we're working in Hollywood every day to help families have more choices that follows their values. And also subscribe right now.